It seems like the Houston Texans are preparing for life without Deshaun Watson, not just this year, but potentially going forward. They've used the 67th overall pick on Stanford quarterback Davis Mills. Now, Mills is a guy who is being drafted more so for his traits than for what he's done on the football field so far. He's never had an elite season. He's never even had a season I would consider above average. I mean, he's more or less been an average quarterback in terms of pure production, but there have been moments, there have been games where you see the flashes, and that's what teams buy into. They believe that, hey, we get that guy on the roster, we can turn that guy into something new. We can turn him into a significant star. We can turn him into a significant contributor, or a guy who, at the very best or very worst, we could trade away in 2 or 3 years and still get something in return. So Davis Mills is going to Houston. This is a franchise that has already added perennial journeyman Tyrod Taylor, who just is a guy that seems to be replaced by a rookie quarterback wherever he goes. Happened with Baker Mayfield, happened with Justin Herbert. You brought him in presumably because Deshaun Watson said he's willing to hold out. So you bring in Tyrod Taylor, and then, of course, you have all the allegations against Deshaun Watson as well. So he might face suspension depending on how that all plays out. I shouldn't really have a take on that because we need a legal system in the NFL run their cases here and get through the investigation. So we don't really know what's going on with any of that yet. No one really does outside the people who have actually been involved in the case. But Watson, guy who demanded a trade, facing some off-the-field controversy. You bring in Tyrod Taylor. Now you use the third-round pick on Davis Mills. Seems to signal that the Houston Texans are certainly aware that the quarterback situation is very volatile for them right now. The entire roster, to be honest, is very, very up and down for Houston. This is a very strange situation for their new regime to walk into. New head coach, new general manager, Nick Caserio. It's something that they probably were not prepared to deal with going into it. But now they're throwing assets at quarterback, trying to make sure they'll have a stable starter in someone like Tyrod Taylor this coming year, and then have a chance to have a developmental player that could take over in case the worst scenario happens and you don't end up with Deshaun Watson or Tyrod Taylor in the future. Davis Mills is a guy they're willing to invest in and hope that maybe 2 or 3 years from now, you can get something out of him, whether it be in a trade or on the football field.